Here with reaction to tonight's breaking news and opening monologue, Fox News national security strategist Sebastian Gorka and attorney Victoria Tunsing. Full disclosure, she has done some legal work for me in the past, and I am proud to be a friend of both of them. Let's start with you, Victoria. A lot to break down here tonight.
Listen, Sean, since last December, my husband, Joe DeGeneva, and I have been saying that there was a brazen plot to clear Hillary Clinton and to frame Donald Trump if he became president. And now we're seeing that plot unravel. Listen, Brennan, Clapper, and I'm going to say it, the Obama White House targeted people on Donald Trump's foreign policy team. And the professor, they tried to get two of them, Carter Page and my client, Sam Clovis, who I hope will be with us sometime next week. And they didn't bite. But then they found the weak link, a 20-some-year-old George Papadopoulos. And here's what's been reported. And it's really, when you think about it, and I started researching it today, George Papadopoulos is told by a professor with close ties to the Kremlin that the Russians have Hillary's emails. That's in April. In May, George finds himself at a bar in London, and some gorgeous blonde comes up and starts buying him drinks. My goodness. And then she introduces him to her good friend, the Australian ambassador. And somehow the conversation goes to Hillary Clinton's
Four-way
emails.
hearsay. Four-way hearsay. Hearsay is not admissible in court. You're the attorney, correct, Victoria?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter here, for goodness sakes. He's just saying that he's just talking about Hillary's. There's a term for it, Sean. It's called honey trapping. This is classic spy agency, CIA. I used to be chief counsel for the Senate Intelligence Committee. This is classic spying technique, honey trapping, using the lure of sex to get somebody to open up.
Unbelievable.
And then,
and Downer, by the way, paid $25 grand himself to the $25 million to the Clinton Foundation.
And then to use that flimsy information to start an entire surveillance and investigation of the Trump campaign just boggles the mind.
Sebastian Gorka.
We need to put this in perspective, Sean. Victoria's absolutely right when it came to what was done operationally. But what is this in the most concise terms? This is the first time in U.S. history that we have had industrial-scale political espionage during a presidential campaign. Our nation was founded in a rejection of the capricious usurpation of power. That's why we had the Revolutionary War. Now it's happening in the Obama administration at the highest level of the intelligence community. We created these systems to detect, apprehend, and prosecute Soviet spies, Nazis, and terrorists, not people who simply have a different political persuasion. The president was right. He was spied upon. He was surveilled. They tried to entrap his people and frame him. And we are just at the beginning of I asked Sharyl Attkisson today. She said we have unveiled less than 2%
correct
of the real corruption.
We still have a masking. We still have a rigged investigation. We have spies in the Trump campaign. We have Hillary working with Russian lies against the American people. Russian lies bought and paid for. FISA court abuse to the point where they lied to 4 judges. Where does this end, Victoria?
Well, I hope it's not ending. We're starting to unravel and peel back this onion. And God bless these FBI agents who want to come forward. We were told that everybody in the FBI just loved James Comey. Well, it appears that there's some that want to see him indicted, and I hope that happens.
All right. Thank you both. Appreciate your insight.